In part one of my talks about the meaning of life, I said that each of us has already subconsciously given life a meaning. In part two, I described the one meaning of life we may all have in common. But some of you may want your meaning of life to be a goal to aim for. If so, I have a suggestion. When I was a boy, I watched an episode of a television program called The Twilight Zone. It was a story about a farmer walking his dog, and it made a strong impression upon me. I have just now found the episode, and it is called The Hunt, written by Earl Hamner, though the story is different to what I remember. The story I remember is that of Farmer Brown walking by a river with his dog. Farmer Brown fell into the river and, not knowing how to swim, fought desperately to get back to firm ground. His distressed dog ran back and forth, barking frantically, until it also fell into the river. After the television advertisements, we found both man and dog on the riverbank. The sun was warm and the surroundings a little different. They kept walking, and Farmer Brown soon came to a dirt road he had not seen before. He and his dog walked along that road until they found a gate to one side and a dirt road behind it. A man at the gate smiled warmly at them and said, "Hello, William, I'm St. Peter. Welcome to heaven." Farmers are a philosophical lot, and Farmer Brown soon realised he and his dog must have drowned in the river. I should tell you, I don't believe in heaven or hell, but I like the story. St. Peter opened the gate and let in Farmer Brown, but then shut the gate before the dog could enter. St. Peter explained that heaven was not meant for dogs. Farmer Brown objected. He said his dog had been a good dog and deserved heaven even more than he did. St. Peter patiently explained that heaven was meant for the souls of people, not animals. There could be no exceptions, but the dog would be fine. It would have rabbits to chase, it would never suffer from the heat or cold, and never go hungry. Again Farmer Brown protested, but St. Peter was firm. Finally, Farmer Brown said, "Well, if my dog isn't good enough for heaven, neither am I. I'm not coming in." He turned around and joined his dog on the road. St. Peter warned Farmer Brown that if he kept walking, he would lose his way and may never again find the gate to heaven. Farmer Brown ignored the warning, and he and his dog continued walking down the road. After a while they came to another gate, with another dirt road going off to the side. A smiling man stood at the gate and said, "Welcome, William. I'm St. Peter. Welcome to heaven." With that, he opened the gate. "Can my dog come in too?" asked Farmer Brown. "Of course," said St. Peter. "Good," said Farmer Brown, and both man and dog walked through the gate. Then Farmer Brown turned to St. Peter and asked, "But what about that other gate to heaven? My dog was not allowed through that gate." "Ah," said St. Peter, "that is not a gate to heaven. That is the gate to hell." I used to think that story was about the importance of loyalty. But there's more to the story, because it makes the point that our merit as a human being is not determined by what we have done in the past, but on the person we have become. It is who we are today that matters. What Farmer Brown had done in his life did not matter when he stood before the pearly gates. What mattered was that he had become a person who would not abandon his dog. I figure that goes for us too. What matters is not who we used to be, but who we are today. Have I learned from my mistakes and made the necessary changes? Have I rounded my jagged edges? Learned to be easygoing? Have I grown as a person? So, if you want a meaning of life to aim for, then please allow me to suggest that you focus on building yourself a person that you, as a child, would have wanted as a mentor, a person who you would respect if you met them, a person with the right priorities, a person who would not abandon their dog. Because ultimately, you are all you have in life. And if all you have in life is you, focus on building you. If you focus on developing character, then you will come to know who you are and what you stand for. You will become more open with people and more self-confident, more self-assured. You will have become a person of substance. So, how do you build yourself a person of substance? Instinctively, you already know what to do. You already know what the right decisions to make in life are. It is just not always that easy to make them. But make them. Good day to you.